No,
you're not. You'll be a white.
No puking in bushes.
Plenty of bushes to puke in.
That's true.
There is
A lot
plenty.
of options.
Everyone gets a bush.
We have bush. We have bush.
It's not a beer tasting if there's, I'm not puking.
All right, well, we're live. Finally, right?
Hey!
It's working. So, here we are. We always love the flying dog. And you can't see me, but that's good.
Yes,
you don't
we
need to
do.
see me. We love the flying dog.
Yep.
I love the flying dog. And I have a lot of flying dog that we're going to be doing tonight. We have 7 or 8 different flavors. And then we're going to talk about each one. And Kenny is the guy that got me into this craft beer thing. I have to thank him for that. It kind of goes down Kenny, Jerry, Ryan. And now we all love the craft beer. So tonight, Kenny, talk about this one.
All right. So this is one of your brewhouse rarities. It's the Honey Paloma Ale. Ale brewed with agave, honey, citrus peel, and finished with some black currant. So should be a little fruity, some a little sweet, and I guess we'll give it a whirl and see how she tastes.
And what is the APV on this?
The APV was 8%.
8%. Flying Dog, Brewhouse Rarity. Honey Paloma Ale. Oh, lots of head. That is a lot of head.
It's a lot of heat.
That's like that time I did the Hopnotic that time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was all head and stop.
Always head.
Wow, look at this.
Well, that's
yeah.
We're going to have to go to the next one and come back to this.
Seriously, right? This is really crazy. I've never, I have seen such a thing.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Well, yeah, look at the head on this, everybody. That's a lot of head. And it was just, it wasn't sitting on its side or anything. It was just in the refrigerator, getting cold for this moment. And, so how you guys been? Oh, yay.
So, yeah, nuclear physics. We'll start with that.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. It's getting there.
It's getting there. We'll see it's got
Another 2 inches to go.
another 2 inches to go. We can see that it's got a slightly pink hue to it.
It's hard to tell.
It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to say it's definitely a straw/pink hue.
I'm going to keep pouring it and then you wait.
I don't need no stinking bench. You wipe off the top, right? Yeah. This is going to be tough, huh? What do you think of the smell? Ooh, sorry. Look, it's not moving.
That's like custard.
Strong head.
It smells tart.
Yeah. So maybe like something along the lines of a Berliner Weiss.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Now, you know the beers. All right, so you just said the Berliner Weiss, right? And then the Rattlers, very sweet.
Very sweet.
Right.
The Berliner Weiss, like the other brewhouse rarity, that was much on the tart side. So kind of almost like sour.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not familiar with it, you'd think it'd be bad beer, which actually is quite delicious.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
No, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, give it a
I'm
whirl.
gonna try to get it down, if I can get to it. Not bad. I'm an IPA guy.
How much percent?
8.
So, that's
That's the weakest one tonight.
Good night.
It's really not. We have another weak one.
it's almost like a lemonade. It reminds me of a Rattler more than anything else.
Which brings me up to this. Summer Rental Rattler, Flying Dog, there's newest summer beer. Get it at your local brewery or at any liquor store. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's a little tart. The sweetness isn't quite as much as I would have thought it to be, or should have been. But
What do you think, Kai?
It's tart.
I think it's pretty good.
It's almost grapefruity.
Yeah,
I don't know what a Paloma, or what's it called?
Honey Paloma.
Paloma. I've never had just a honey Paloma, or a Paloma for that matter, so I don't know what that tastes like.
I don't either, but good for them.
Yeah. So it can be refreshing. I think if it was like ice cold, it would be a good
Yeah.
good hot day beer. Similar to the Berliner Weiss.
Yes. There it is. Honey Paloma. 8%. And you got that story in the back, which I'm not gonna.
Yeah, thanks Todd, because I read the story.
Oh yeah, Todd. I read it online. He was the guy that did this stuff. All right.
Well,
Not bad.
not bad.
We also have one more. Not that's in the fridge. The one that you requested.
Yes,
We could do that one
yes.
next. Maybe get that.
What's that?
The cherry bomb.
But,
Oh, shit.
they've been secret.
It was
We have
secret, yeah.
yours.
No, yeah, all secret.
All secrets.
You know,
Nothing.
we have no idea what we're.
Corrupt. All right. Well.
I hate to put this away. Would you like to talk to your talk?
Sure,
Again, 5 minutes from now.
Toppy top that.
Maybe one more. Again, Honey Paloma. Thank you, Todd. I don't put it here. I'll put it over here. Oh yes. Fine bone caps. Gotta love them. I'm keeping them for a reason.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is yet. But so yeah. I love their Brewhouse Rarities. You know, a few years ago when I first started doing the Brewhouse Rarities, when I saw them, they had some killer ones. Like the first one we ever had was a mint chocolate chip. Oh, that was great. That was probably one of my favorite ones, and I really thought they were gonna maybe make that an everyday. Yeah, for the summer it would be great. You know, but it never came up, and we've never had anything quite like that. We've had Mexican hot chocolate stout.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good too, but it wasn't the mint chocolate stout, which was phenomenal. And yeah, but they had other ones too, like the sriracha was one of my favorite ones. Oh no! We're live, everybody. Hey, come on in here, Chris. This is our his lovely wife, Christine. The camera's
No, I'm not Christine. She's Christine. I'm Karen.
Yeah, Ryan's it. And they lean over and say hi, man. So we're just discussing this beer. We're going back in history and talking about when we started listening and then tasting the Flying Dog Brewhouse Rarities. And like, there were so many good ones. You know, and last year I wasn't really a huge fan. Like, they had honey and all this other stuff. I wasn't a huge fan of them, but you know, you gotta try them. And I still have one of the brew one, so. Yeah. This one was just, it was like a horror. This is the horror of beers because there was just so much head. You can see it on here.
It's a great promo. Yes, you can use that.
This is the horror of beers.
I think the first beer I had from Flying Dog was probably Gonzo. Gonzo's what got me hooked. Oh, that's a good beer.
That one beer tasting 2 years ago.
That's true.
Or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, that one. Empty?
Yeah.
Empty. On to the next.
All right. Very good, very good. Now, the next one. This one was requested by Ryan. It was requested by Ryan.
Can you read it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop it.
Cherry Bomb Goose, I don't. Goose without the L. Right? Goose. One of the Heat series from this year's box of Heat.
I'm trying to see where all the money on the printing. Leaving out the O.
Yeah. So good, man.
Alright, so Cherry Bomb, I haven't yet to really hear the pronunciation. I'm going to say Gauss. This is from the Heat series, like Jerry said. Sweet cherry meets its pepper counterpart, both balanced by traditional Gauss or Goose, tartness, perfect trifecta defined. So So, I've had this before.
On a heat scale, what is on a heat scale?
On a heat scale, this one is it's about halfway
Yeah,
up.
this is heat scale. Now, last year's heat series came out every quarter. They got a new heat
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
This year they just said, screw it, we're putting them all in a box, and we're gonna put it out together.
What?
Here. Box. A hot box.
What? This is now.
Yep, the hot box.
What?
Yep, so I had this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and I tried the experimental.
Experimental.
And it wasn't really that hot, but it was delicious. It was delicious.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They're just putting you on the
And
box.
it goes higher and higher and higher. You
That's
know?
cool.
So, before we, well, you've had this one, right, Ken?
Yes.
Go ahead. It needs the cups.
I might be the cups because it's got the ridges.
Pour it slow.
Let's see. I'm only going to do this. It's only proper to do in the flying dog glass. Oh, it's the cups.
It's the cups. It's the ridges.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I only have three.
Well, we'll just have to rinse out.
Yeah, we just have to rinse after the one. I got the sink over there. So what we'll do is get in there, man. That is a flying dog. An older one. Allen or something.
Nice.
See, we switched to glass. And when there's none, there's no head. We were complaining about head all night.
Cherry meets its pepper.
It does complete
Well
that.
balanced by traditional juice, tartness. Perfect trifecta defined.
So, don't bring a mooch, bring some mooch. That's the king's motto now.
4.7%.
Alright, 4.7. So from this, what do you smell? I can smell the I don't want to say you can't smell the heat, but
Right,
you smell what
the
goes down.
pepper.
Yeah.
Like,
Spice.
yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be spice with the fruit cherry going together to form a nice blend of deliciousness.
Smells like my kitchen sink after dishes haven't cleaned in 2 weeks.
It does, right here.
That's not
Attractive at all.
So, yeah, it's a little bit of cherry tart to it, just a little, just a hint, I'd say. First time I tried it, I could barely taste the cherry. I'm tasting it more now, but the heat's there.
Yeah, you can taste it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of heat.
Kind of sneaks up a little bit in the end, but not overpowering. Yeah, nothing like going to the hills.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
No, it's good. Again, it's a little bit of a tart beer, so it's in my opinion, it's good for
You just smell it?
Yes.
good for your
It's not
little
better
bit
than
of-
a sink that hasn't had the dishes done in 2 weeks.
I never knew about that. Well, I was, yeah. I still do, right? Yes, I do know about that from a prior.
Drink to that.
Except that was like 2 months. Anyway, it's good. It's good.
Smells sweet.
I've never ever been really let down by a flying yellow beer. In the single hop series especially, I love the IPAs. But the Brew House series, I can't say that I absolutely loved everything that came out, but I was never like, oh, it's terrible, you know? They had a salt and pepper
Ooh.
something.
I missed that one.
I have it here. It's for the next time. I had that, and they also came out with a sea salt caramel. You know? Yeah, I had salt and a bit of caramel.
What the fuck is that?
It's like, what is going on? Ryan used to be good. He'd be like, hey, look what I found. Yeah, holy shit, where'd you get that? And I was like, yeah, look what I found. He hasn't sent me a beer in almost a year. Yeah.
Too many.
We did find the truth up by us.
The truth is really good.
I remember you.
That's an all-time beer. That's an all-time, always around, right?
From what I remember, it was a beer, an IPA that was released only in the Maryland area,
Right.
along with Bloodline. Those two were only down there.
Yeah.
And then last year they
Tire Bite?
No, Tire Bite's gone. I haven't seen that in years. And then they were sent and slowly dwindled up here. I saw the Truth one day in a case of it. I was like, wow. And now it's all over, which is great. But
Not a fan.
Yeah, not that.
on a scale of 1 to 10,
Other ones.
2. Well, it's not your style. It's not my style either, but I would give it a 6. You know, well, that's my taste.
Right.
You know, what do you?
It's a 7. I'd give it higher, if only because I say it's not hot, but I'm not a big fan of peppers in my beer. Although it's a nice balance, that's why I gave it a 7, not anything lower. But I also like good tart beer. So again,
Well, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Last time you were here, I gave you a case and you walked out with it.
Yeah.
Inside that case was a 6-pack of jalapeno. Did you try one yet?
I did.
Now it was like eating a jalapeno though, right? It was like literally a jalapeno.
Right, it definitely tastes like a jalapeno. Like literally, not like a habanero or anything like that. It tasted like a jalapeno.
Yeah.
Which it was good.
Was it a red panel color or?
Yeah, it was actually paler than I thought it was going to be.
I'm gonna ring
Go to
it. Run down?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. That's why I'm a GD.
Oh, it's got it now.
I fear no beer, except for the beast.
Oh boy.
I was looking forward to that one, but
Because that was the one you chose. Pick that, right?
Yeah.
cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb!
That's the next one. The next one.
Are you watching the game?
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one, Ken.
Me that too.
Juniper White IPA.
Bedtime story?
Right?
Yeah.
Now this is an old one.
So you say, when this came out a couple years back,
Yeah, this was one of, I want to say almost 2.5 years, because this was the one you brought to my son's first birthday.
right, so
Now he turns 3 next week. So in 2 weeks, so it's 2 years old. So it's aged.
It's well aged.
Yes, well aged.
So what flavor was it?
Juniper White IPA. So this is made with juniper berries. It is 6% alcohol.
You have a story back there?
Disconnected from the world below, the entire brewery congratulates atop an historic overlook.
It's hard to see in here.
It is kind of hard to see. That's good. Anyway, 2 years to live, 2 rare to die. Hunter S. Thompson, one of my favorite quotes from him. That's the reason why I love you guys. That you, Stedman, and whatnot keep Hunter around.
Oh yeah.
That's
An APV on this is
it's a 6.5.
And it's got the old cap. I'll put it up here real quick. There it is. That's rarity. Good stuff.
This is number 3,
Oh, it still smells really good too.
right? Number 3?
This is number 3, yes, tonight.
Good to keep the bottles in line.
Yeah, I just don't want one.
It's all about the camera view.
It's all done.
Right,
Everybody here.
the right angle.
Nice, feel right.
Sure he's gonna come back and remaster it, add a wall in the background.
Right?
Now we're gonna turn.
Ryan's gonna drink first. Instead of hot shot first. Ryan drink first. Alright, so he still has some nice head after 2.5 years.
Oh yeah, there's no surprise there.
Now you'd think that 2.5 years later, you'd have a skunk beer.
You would think.
Because I've had some skunk beer before from your regular big brands that's only 6 months old, and you'd be like, oh, it's disgusting. Not these, man.
But this is a quality product.
This is quality product.
Exactly. So I very much doubt there's any rice involved or any crap filler.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this one well. It's really good.
Yep.
It's good. I remember that's how it was the last time when I had this. It tasted exactly like this.
The juniper's no kick. Definitely right there in front of the palate. Lingers. It's good.
So it didn't get weaker, did it get any stronger?
No, but it didn't lose any flavor either, which,
You would think after all these years, it had no head, no carbonation,
Yeah,
but it is.
no, but if it's kept well, the cap's intact and whatnot, there's no reason for it to go bad. And you never let it get too hot, never let it get too
It
cold.
stays underneath the cabinet in the dark. And
Exactly. That's the best thing for beer. You know what?
Baby the beers. Baby the beers.
I remember when I had my first hotel party, I had a couple bottles of liquor, vodka and hard liquors and stuff, and I was like, Jared, got all this stuff, I gotta keep it cold, or else it's gonna go bad. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's fine.
It's vodka.
Keep it on.
Yeah, and mine is good forever. This is the one I was looking forward to tonight, because this is the first one I've had in over a long time. Long time. The last time I had it was just as good as this. But I am looking forward to the single hop series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I am looking forward to that.
What is that?
Coming up next.
Oh my
Oh, poor Brian.
After our fourth one, we have to do a quick pee break here on the beer tasting.
What do you have to throw, pig?
Come
on.
You can sleep at Seattle tonight if you have to. Oh yeah.
Don't have to.
I don't want it down, I'm afraid. I want to relax and take a sip. It's a fine wine of beers. And
Yeah, the hops not too overpowering, doesn't overpower the juniper, which is good. Yeah, definitely a good batch on your guys' part.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't mind if you made this an everyday beer, you know? But I know they have so many everyday beers.
That's true. On the other side of that though, you might, just a thought, have like a retro pack, like go ahead and like, make like a 12 pack of like two of,
Bring back the single hop and
just maybe random stuff. Couple rarities, couple single hops, stuff like that.
Tire Bite.
Yeah.
That was an old everyday beer,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, good job. Yeah, right.
Retro.
The Retro series. Awesome.
Yeah.
And there's something there, and that company is one of the companies that would actually be like, you know what, that's a great idea. No, really, the way they are, they come up with these ideas and they're just great. Like, let's put out the Heat series in a box instead of doing it once every quarter. Boom, it's out, you know?
Absolutely. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. I don't want to tell you what to put in that retro box, but mint chocolate.
Yeah, exactly that. In other words, not saying that.
Yeah, sriracha. Amarillo was great. That was our first single hop series beer we had, right?
I think second.
But Amarillo had that weird taste, like
Yeah.
the first time you taste it, like, oh, but then, you know, like the second time, oh,
Yeah.
and you're like, ah. You know, it took a couple
My
sips for you to
third
get it.
sip here, like, this is good.
And it smacked in your mouth.
It did.
You know, it was one of those beers that,
Amarillo.
yeah, 10%ers in there. I didn't have any. We had the last Amarillo, 4th of July, at the fireworks last year. He pulled it out, he goes, look what I got! The Amarillo! I go, what? One of these days, maybe the next time we do this, we'll listen to that Dragon Lady.
What?
That one beer.
Dragon Lady.
Yeah. They sent two. I asked them, and they sent two to me. All available for one day in Maryland. They did something. There was a play or something down there.
Right, that's
a
right.
beer, and I said, could you please send me just an empty bottle? They sent me 2 full bottles. One to try and one to put away. So, it's waiting up there. Alright, maybe we'll bring these again. Up next, single hop. Yeah. Is it going to be single hop or single puke for Ryan?
Puking. Yeah, that's it. It's all yes. At least we'll know when you put a little go. You only had 2 years!
I got these cups here, so I can...
What? You gonna spew into this?
I got throw it.
Seriously? You're that far in?
If it happens, it's gonna happen. We're going to blow up an alcohol bottle in the air.
Well, that cup, you better bake it.
Good night.
Hammered.
See you guys.
All right, so we're still cooking over here. Cooking with Flying Dog. Brought to you by DJ Dave and Tyler Cave. Very good night on Nuclear Rock Radio. Can't go wrong with that.
Bring the kids.
Bring the kids. Fucking metal. All right, I will pick a random one out of here. I close my eyes. I don't know which one I have.
Okay.
Which one do you have, Ken?
The winner is the Imperial IPA. This is, oh, I'm sorry, the Warrior!
Oh, come on! Come out and drink! Warrior. Single Hop Series IPA, 10% ABV. Fine food.
Yeah, this is like a half of...
When you guys put out this Single Hop Series a few years ago, every one of them was a 10%er. And now they're not. They're random. Everything below 8%, 7%. And that's okay. But I didn't mind those 10%ers. Anything special on it? Yeah.
No, nothing special per se. I couldn't remember if Warrior was an American variety or if it was one of the probably New Zealand. I just couldn't remember. I'll figure it out.
Come on, read that little back there.
Bitterness, flavor, and aroma in that order. Brewing involves a precise schedule of hops additions with certain varieties used with one purpose in mind. This year we're taking this exploratory series in a new direction by working with hops that are typically reserved solely for the initial bittering, not necessarily for aroma or flavor, because maybe timing isn't everything.
There you go. And it probably says on all the Single Hop Series bottles, so we won't need to do that again.
Right, yeah.
But here we are, Warrior. Warrior. Come out and drink. Uno.
Okay.
Dos. Oh, it smells just like I remember it.
Top your ass off, you six bastard.
There we are. Put the gears on. Lock it in. Ooh. Remember that? Warrior. Single Hop Series. By Flying Dog. This one's at least 2 years old. 2 years old.
Night.
It's got some snot to it.
It does. Oh, this one. Yeah, these 10%ers were all kickers. Are you really that much of it?
Did you chew these things that you've done?
Bottles.
Drink it too.
Yeah. Fucking chew that.
Right, that's how you are a warrior to get down one of these.
Yeah. This is what you call a sipping beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow, it's
Brandy.
some serious hop.
It's like brandy, right?
Almost. It certainly has like the taste in the back end. Does remind me a little bit of brandy. But yeah, that's 10% alright. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm. We have 4 more of these. Ooh, stuff is really hot. My God! And then we'll hydrate at the last one with some numero uno. This is
Yeah,
it's beefy.
it is beefy. I missed a lot of the Single Hop series, unfortunately, and I believe this is one of the ones I missed. Wow, that is definitely a bittering hop.
Yeah. Now, what was that one that we had? That Amarillo.
Yeah.
Amarillo was another Single Hop series. Obviously, you know that, but other people that are watching, it was different than the rest of them. It had this distinct flavor right off the bat. that we were saying. Like when you taste it, you're like, like you're like, there's no way I'm finishing this bottle. And then you take another sip, and you're like, I don't know, maybe I could do it. And by the third one, it's gone. You know, it ended up being a really, really good beer. So if you did 2 bottles,
Yeah.
that was your day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this one you need a fork and knife.
So it's got a caramel hint to it.
It does.
This is probably from, it's not definitely the malt bill. I'm sure the malt bill on this thing is a mile long. Speaking of which, speaking of stupid insider mumbo jumbo, I found no, not one of those. I'm definitely going to be getting back into brewing.
Oh, what did you find?
I found now it's basically like a turkey fryer thing, a big one, just to run and brew outside, because my stove stinks for brewing, you know, and plus it makes the house smell like wort, and
Yeah.
the wife doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah. You know what Flying Dog did twice? I think it was a bit more of that. I only remember 2. Maybe it was just one time. They actually sold all the ingredients in a box, and bitch.
That's cool.
And you brewed your own bitch.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, you brewed your own bitch. On the stove, you did what you had to do it, you know?
Yeah.
I think that was pretty cool, but I haven't seen that in like 2 years.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'd buy that.
Hell yeah. One thing I like what they did, and Ryan did me a huge favor on this, was they did cigar pairings.
Ooh,
And they came out with 4 cigars. Each one was made...
do that again.
Yeah. One was for Snake Dog, one was for Pearl Necklace, one was Doggy Style, and one was for Gonzo. And I had never smoked them. I still have the package with the sealed and all that, you know. And that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Like if I would have been at that cigar store, I would have bought like 10 boxes. And we could have paired them all summer. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't find them. Ryan was lucky enough to find a pack of them. I thank you for that. I'll have them up on display soon. Yeah. But yeah, this is good. It's going to take a while for these single hop series. It's going to take a couple minutes for each one of these.
Yeah, this is not a chugger beer.
Yeah, this is not a Juniper White IPA here. You know? Or a Honey Paloma.
No.
This is like a honey, I ain't coming home. But there's the truth. I mean, you know, I'm glad I live here. You know, but I mean, there's been nights where this guy hung out and he slept over, and that couch was his many nights. You had done all because in the name of Flying Dog for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, never drink and drive.
Never.
No.
They never don't.
No. So, but here we are, and this is our 4th beer?
Yes.
4th beer.
Got all the soldiers lined up.
Oh, yeah, all lined up. Looking good.
Yeah, this is definitely a beer that you're gonna want to have on a cold winter night to keep you warm.
After you're done shoveling.
After you're done shoveling, this will warm you right back up.
Oh, God. It's going to be so good.
And then put you right down.
Yeah, that's badass right there. You gotta take that sweater off soon, man. That's a shirt there over there. It looks pretty nice. Hey, it just happens to be our sponsor tonight, DJ JD's Metallic Cave, where metal lives every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Only on Nuclear Rock Radio. Now back to your scheduled program. Kenny has never been to the Metallic Cave live yet.
Not live. No.
Maybe one day you just drop in and we hang out.
Yeah. No, I'm scheduled a human being.
Yeah. Somebody live here.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't. He has been a while. He'll go to school.
Oh, that's right. You know,
Mom was
months.
kind of sick, but now she's doing well.
Yeah.
That's it.
So. I can't believe I finished that before you. But I am chewing it right now. And you did good, Ryan. You did good.
You lived.
Very good. That was tasty. I didn't know it was a honey beer, but very good.
Yes.
What would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, Ken?
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I mean, it's good. It's very, very strong. I mean, it's very robust. Yeah.
Very robust.
I mean, on flavor, it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the only reason why I wouldn't rank it higher is that I say drinkability. It's not because it tastes bad. It's just that it takes forever to drink. And not that you should be going around trying to get drunk off beer, but
If you're just sitting around a fire at night,
oh
and you're
yeah,
hanging out with a cigar and your friends, it's the perfect beer.
perfect. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a good thing. That's a good descriptor.
I'm closing my eyes and grabbing number 2 of the single hop series. You're not looking. I am not looking right now. I have realized this.
You know, surprise.
Yep. Ryan, which one do we have here?
Oh, boy. Apollo. Single hop Apollo Imperial IPA.
Another 10%.
10%.
Just like the last bottle,
And
except
that's,
slightly different in color.
and that's from 2015.
It is from 2015. This is another one. Same time range. I think it was every 2 months they came out with one.
That's the only reason that these things last so long is that
Very similar.
very similar. Hops are preservative. You know, they will keep everything nice and fresh, or at least fresh enough. And the whole reason why you have IPAs, I don't think I need to tell anyone out here that's actually watching this,
Alright?
the story behind IPAs.
I'll give you. It's tough. He's got to wear it on.
That's true.
But you can always stay.
Crash is, crash out there.
Apollo right there. Single hop series 2015, I believe. Another, from what I could tell, similar in color.
Yeah,
Everything is green in here. It's hard.
well, I'd say this is probably a little bit lighter in color. A good shade lighter. I can almost see through it.
Almost. It might not take as long to chew this one. But another single hop series, 10%. It smells very similar.
Yeah, no, it's not as quite as big.
Just as caramely though.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely some caramel to it.
Yeah, it's not as heavy. Yeah, if you ever want to tap out, you just tap out. We're not gonna bitch at you. You want to tap out?
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll just split half bottles each.
Good night.
This may be your last one, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. It's all good. Next time we do this, we'll do what I call the Flying Dog, not summer series, but beers that have come out for them for the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do a little Dead Rise.
Mm-hmm.
We can do the summer rental. We can do I had another Rattler that they came out with. I also have a Peach Saison.
Ooh.
And a couple more.
That was last year's, wasn't it?
Mint Julep. I have a mint julep. Yeah. What do you want to go through those and find? It'll be like the fastest little video montage of Flying Dog tasting there was. You'll be like, that was a 6?
Yeah, right?
Bring on an IPA.
Mother of God, that's some good beer out there.
Now today, for those of you watching this video, it's May 27th.
Yep.
May 27th, 2017. This is a 2015 single hop series release, so it's 3 years old, and it still has its, what do you want to call it? It's head, but it's got, and there's absolutely,
Yeah, there's no degradation of flavor or anything like that. I think Apollo, I did have Apollo when it first came out, I remember.
And yeah, this thing still kicks ass like it did 2 years ago. You know, there's no
Yeah, no shit.
difference whatsoever. So,
If anybody can handle this shit, it's this guy. We got two guys right next to each other, on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Ryan is a wimp when it comes to drinking. He's a wimp when it comes to drinking. No, he's not. And we actually want to do a ride down to Flying Dog.
oh yeah, pilgrimage is
Because to me, the Flying Dog Brewery would be like my Disneyland. I love it so much. So to get there and to see this building and to get the tour and to sit at that bar and the best thing about that bar is like they have everything that's out at that time on tap.
Yeah.
They have the weird things. Like I saw a couple weeks ago, they had like Raging Bitch with this thrown in it, or this with that thrown in it, and it is only available at the brewery, which is kick ass. And they have these cool. What do you call it? The growlers are awesome. They're not your typical growler. It looks like a mini can.
Oh yeah, I've seen one before.
It's bigger than the crowd?
It's probably the same size, but it's not glass.
It looks like a little keg. It's like a similar thing I got from Christmas from you, or on the Christmas exchange.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. And it's cool. And the way that they do this thing where they fill it up, it's not like they just put it in the bar to do this thing. They have this thing that they do in their little bar where the stuff is, that they just connect it. Oh, it's phenomenal. You can see it online. It's not like every bar where you just say, fill its growler up with what's on tap.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's a special procedure that they do it that is phenomenal. It's capped and bottled and sealed, and it's like, here you go, and it's awesome.
Real professional.
Really is. That's why this company is badass, man. You know?
It's a little easier to get through compared to the Warrior.
You never know it though, the way we're...
No, yeah, I mean,
Well, you added to yours, so...
I did. But it's it's good. It's just it's a sippy beer.
It is a sippy beer. Now, by the time we're done with this tasting, we have 5 of them. We're on our second one. We don't have any more. Being that you'll be doing, in my book, doing the next 3 half bottles.
Right.
We'll be doing probably about 2.5, bless you, 2.5 bottles each, and just 10%.
Right.
So it's not exactly, but it's good. Can't complain about wine though. And this is, it's like, I mean, you could down it, but I wouldn't suggest it.
No, it's A, it's a waste of good flavor. And B, if you do, you're probably gonna feel a little queasy.
Right.
There's so much happening.
You know, Ryan knows my saying. I judge beers by after cutting the lawn on a nice 90-degree day, right?
Yes.
Can you come inside and say, well, I can go for a nice Warrior and sit back and bang it? Absolutely not. You can do that with Dead Rise.
Yeah,
You can do that with Dead Rise, or you can do it with, I'm sure it's Summer Rental. You can do that with those, because they're lighter. You know, that's why the summer beers are lighter. But this is not a lawnmower cutting grass beer. No. This is shoveling your driveway.
This is a shoveling
Sit in
beer.
front of the fire, clean up after you're done, and sip this bitch. You know? So.
Yeah, this is something you can read War and Peace to, and get like halfway through.
Yeah, no shit. How about some of these, right? No, I thought we were... Hey, peanuts? No, pumpkin seeds. Yeah, I was thinking they were helping with your neck, your throat.
Try it out.
I chew while I'm doing the show, you know? I'll go through. So yeah, I dig it.
Can you dig it?
We're doing a live video stream.
Can you dig it? So that's
Second Warrior.
So we're gonna see those. To see that lady eat poppers. Beer tasted. Watch yourselves. Whenever you're out there, be safe.
Solid.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah,
That's probably one thing that you, well,
Why is it so random right now?
I have thoughts going. I was gonna say something along the lines of investing in like those little glasses like this with like nondescript
yeah.
for a beer tasting, but then you're stuck washing all those glasses. Well, for a beer tasting, we're better off with just doing.
Yeah, I got these online, on eBay. You know, random people will sell them. I've never seen, I can go get a case for $50. I've never seen that.
Right.
You know,
That's what each probably like a restaurant store.
Yeah, but the right way to do it, like, if you're gonna do a beer tasting, but you know what this thing is, we have like 18 people going to the beer, we do a beer tasting every, beginning of fall, end of summer here. And, we do about 20 to 25 beers, right?
Yeah.
And we each get a little, a little bit in a cup, and, for when you have that many people, I think plastic cups are fine.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not all connoisseurs.
But I'm not a long shot. I'm not the one, this guy is, I look up to this guy, you know?
Yeah, and I say connoisseur for myself, and with the yeah.
But he knows what he's talking about. This guy worked at a liquor store, man.
Stamp of approval right there.
Now, besides drinking stuff like this, we've gone to the Pocono Brewery, which is closed. It's not really a brewery, it's just a bar with a bunch of beer. Barley Creek in the Poconos is a great place to go. They brew their own beer there, and it's always a good selection on tap, and you can fill a growler, and they have really cool stuff over there. And you know what, I brought to the attention of Flying Dog, I sent an email to their salesman, now that you're maybe hopefully watching this again. You go into a liquor store, a good liquor store, and they'll have in the back of their liquor store mini kegs, like the Heineken ones, and
Right, yeah. I think there are Newcastles or even some of the
and what are they?
like 5 liters.
5 liters, yeah.
So roughly a gallon and a half, almost 2.
Yeah, almost 2 gallons, and it's a little mini keg, and you just tap the top and pull the thing, and it's like, it comes right out.
Right, well, that's the difference though, that you have your
Heineken ones with that, yeah.
well, you have that, but, yeah, a couple of the German brew houses out of Munich, they do those, they're available around here in New Jersey. But basically what you're saying is, get those things up, think about maybe investing in one of those little keggers.
Yeah,
And,
I would love to have that here, and I know a lot of people that can't get to Maryland, that are not as close to Jersey as I am, but it's like, people that are in the area can probably go out to the brewery, which we plan on doing, but even myself, living here, if we would be able to go into a liquor store and not only buy the 6-packs, which I do all the time, but just go to the liquor store, look in the cooler, and see right next to Heineken, where they have their mini kegs, would be the 0.5 gallon, or 2 gallon,
yeah, 5 liter,
mini keg of Raging Bitch or Snake Dog, or every once in a while a Brewhouse Rarity or single hop. That would be absolutely amazing.
You're snooping.
Absolutely amazing. So if we could do that, I think it would be a huge sell for you guys, for people like myself that really enjoy craft beer.
Yeah.
I think it would be a huge plus. I mean, you do the bottles, you've been doing a lot of the cans now. Now you have Raging Bitch in the can, and Bloodline, and Dead Rise and stuff like that. But,
oh yeah, Dead Rise in the can back too, I haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it either, but I've seen it online. Do that in the, 2 gallon, 5 liter container. I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
We're just trying to help.
Yeah. Heading to further the cause.
Yeah, and it's fresh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Taste of keg beer, in a 5 liter container, which I think would be great if you have like a small party. You can keep it in your cooler and pull it out and put it on the edge of your deck or a table and just open it up and fill up your mugs. You don't have to worry about pumping the carbonation in there and all this other stuff. It's already in there. And, I think that would be a great thing for you guys to do. I'm shutting my ass up here.
Stop, don't do it, it's right here.
That's yours. I'll make sure you get the nice big one now.
No, what?
Fine, you can go outside if you want. Go outside right now. Up next, so I'm closing my eyes again.
All right.
Oh, boy. Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Columbus single hop series. Another one from around 2 years ago. Fan-frickin-tastic. Another 10%er. These came out every couple months, and it's hard to tell the difference because the bottles do look similar, but they're slightly different shades. So another one, same friggin' smell.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now the single hop series that come out today, they don't have this aroma. It's a single hop and it's an amazing IPA, but these right here were mighty beers, man.
Yeah, might look at the bottle here. So yeah, another 10%er. It's just wondering, and I'm sure you might have it on the website or something along those lines, but the IBUs on these single hops and whatnot, and still more information about what's going on with these beers.
Definitely blind spot. So what are we getting at this? Same thing, you took a sip already, you got it?
Yeah, no caramel. No, this is more, I say hoppy, but this seems, there's more flavor, hop-wise. It's almost,
Now Columbus is a brand of hops?
not a brand, but a strain. It's like, think of it as, like a plant. It's all very similar, but slightly different. Like think of it like a rose plant. You have red roses, white roses, yellow roses, pink roses, and whatnot. All these, they're all roses, but each one is slightly different and bred for its characteristic. Columbus is just one of those varieties. I couldn't even think of off the top of my head one of the original hops, probably the noble hops, something that comes out of Germany and whatnot. I don't know if you guys have any of in those lineups. I can't think of it right now, but those are more for aroma. These are for bittering. These have a lot of tannins in them as a part of what makes them what they are.
I have a question for you. Two of their single hop series, one from this old brew when it was 10%ers,
Right.
and one from the new ones. They're initialed, and the first initials are HBC dash and then 3 numbers. I don't know if they did that because it wasn't even named yet. It's
a good question.
Or it was an experimental hop. But there's 2 that they came out with. HBC this and HBC.
Yeah, I remember when it came out with
the new
that.
one. The new ones. It was in the new series and then the old series.
Yeah.
I had to look it up online.
It could be that they haven't come up with a name for it yet. Very well be. I honestly don't know.
But there's a lot of hops out there, huh?
Oh yeah, there's probably a good 200 varieties, I'd say, probably all together, and then you have to be really good to differentiate, tell the difference between some of them.
Okay.
They're so subtle and nuanced, it's just like your average palate couldn't tell the difference. I can't.
Well, but the first 2 we had from single hop were similar.
They're similar,
So
right?
if you take a person that never really drank, they'd be like, yeah, it tastes like the same shit.
Exactly.
I'm kind of getting there. You've been there, so like that. So to the everyday Coors Light or Budweiser drinker, number one, they probably would not like this.
No, of course not. I mean, that's
Right. But
it's like going from drinking water to drinking anything else.
Boy.
But caramel is gone. Like, I don't taste caramel right now.
The first sip I took, I kind of got the similar taste from the first two from this series.
Yeah.
The last few sips I've taken, I don't taste that. I taste just another hearty.
Very hearty. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like don't take this the wrong way. They didn't fuck around with this series. You know, this was a series that was solid as a rock. You know, and you still do a great job with your series. You know, you had your Nugget, you have your Calypso.
Oh yeah.
You know, you've done Ollie and stuff like that, but they're not as strong. They're not your 10%ers. These were always 10%ers. These other ones are, you know, they're random. You know, they're not weak. They're not 4%.
Right.
They're 6, 7, 8%ers, but they're no 10%ers right now. You know? And I'm kind of glad that I was a fan of Flying Dog when these came out, because it made you appreciate a good beer. You know? And that's why I have some bottles which are still saved that we're doing now, and we're really just enjoying them. You know, and I think they're really good beers.
Absolutely.
You know?
I was gonna say something along the lines of, because these are brewing beers. When in the brewing process, these are the hops that you're gonna put in pretty close to your initial boil. Once you get after you steep your grains and whatnot, and you bring it to your boiling kettle, these are some of the first hops you put in, like in the first 15 minutes
Oh yeah.
of your your hour boil. So this is like,
You think this is an hour? You think this is an hour? They go 90 on this, or maybe?
hour is like your average.
Okay.
And like a good solid average. Some people go 90 for certain types of beer and whatnot. Like
The other one.
for the other one.
20 also is just.
Oh well, yeah, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different process.
It's a different
category at all. But 60 minutes is like your benchmark. But either way, these are the hops you put in on your initial, because think about it, you're wringing every last bit of flavor you could possibly get out of a hop by putting it in so early. When you put in your flavoring and your aroma hops, they go in the last 15 minutes and sometimes even the last 5 minutes.
Oh really?
Just to get that little.
Now we're like a regular IPA, you'd say for like a Snake Dog,
Yeah.
or the Truth. What do you think? You would know better than I.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing too, is that these are brewed only with one particular hop, right? And obviously, single hop series. In Snake Dog, we'll just say they'll put Apollo hops in the first 10 minutes and let it boil through the entire process. But then they also might throw in some Cascade towards the end and whatnot. So it's always a combination of different ones, and it's what you're trying to achieve. And that's where the brewmaster comes in. He's like, all right, well, we want 13 pounds of Cascade at the end, and we want 25 pounds of Warrior in the beginning, because we want that big ass flavor, but a really good nose from the Cascade. You know. And that's why brewmasters are brewmasters. They know the science, and believe you me, there is a science to this.
There's gotta be.
Yeah, no, like a literal science, like freaking textbooks, and you can get college degrees and whatnot. There are certain universities that will teach you how to brew chemically, so you know exactly why the Warrior hop or the Apollo hop tastes the way it does because of its chemical compound and whatnot, and why you should put it in, when you put it in, and all this crazy stuff. Yep.
Well, very cool. And see that? You can just listen to Kenny and get your degree listening to this.
Well, it's crazy.
But Ken has his own brews at his house, and
I have dabbled a little bit.
they were very good. They were. No, we call them Heine Ken. Yeah, okay. But anyway, I just done
Please don't sell it.
but they were really good. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Have you ever attempted an IPA?
Nothing crazy. I'd say something along the lines of, I can't really think of a low-level IPA you guys make. But,
I have easy IPA.
yeah, you know what, something along those lines would probably be the strongest kind of IPA I ever tried to make. Nothing crazy. And
The easy IPA, obviously it's called easy IPA because it's
easy to
batch,
make.
it's done by batch. you
Yeah.
know. And that is a lawnmower IPA to me. I can cut my grass in the summer and come in and bang away an easy IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great, because I'm an IPA guy, so to be able to enjoy, it's close with a Snake Dog. I don't want to do that because I love Snake Dog and I like to sit back and relax with those and Raging Bitches and your doggy styles and stuff like that. But easy IPA on a hot fucking day, definitely. Almost.
Oh, shit. I'm looking, man. See,
This is good. I mean, it's like, we don't want to, I'm taking my time because this is the last bottle I have of this beer. So, once we finish our last sip,
it's gone.
it's history.
And I'm pretty sure until you guys take our rarity idea and bring it back, wink wink.
But I don't know if there's anybody else out there that is saving bottles like I save for this occasion. If there are, let me know. And I will buy these bottles if there are none out there. And hey, maybe there is, maybe there's not. But if there's not, then this may be the last bottle out there. I don't know. You know, and it goes on the wall after tonight.
Oh, yes, the wall.
We'll get to see the wall one of these days. I'm going to have to make Flying Dog come to the Metallic Cave to check out the wall of fame for Flying Dog. It's getting to be pretty damn cool, man.
Yeah.
Pretty damn cool. You know, and then
See you at, we'll say about 45% capacity of the shelving units you got up there.
yeah, we're working on it.
So keep brewing beer, we'll keep putting them on the wall.
No matter what you come out with, because I respect you guys so much, I always buy at least a 6-pack. Most of the time it's a case. Like I'll get excited, I'll be like, oh my god! And I'll grab the case, put it in the car and just buy the case. And the liquor store that I get gets 3 cases, and if I really like the first bottle, when I come home and put it away and I put it in the freezer and I cook and I'm done and I take a swig of the first bottle, I'm like, holy shit, this is delicious. The next day I will go and I'll get a second case. You know? So, what have we done? Goodbye, Columbus. This was seriously the last bottle of Columbus in existence here in the cave. But again, here's the bottle. Check it out. And if you want to see this bottle, you can always come to the Metallic Cave.
Yeah.
And
What day is that?
The Metallic Cave is every Thursday night, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard on Nuclear Rock Radio. You can come here, sit at the bar, I do a radio show, and you can enjoy some delicious Flying Dog with me. Whatever I have available, I will share once.
Don't be a mooch.
Don't be a mooch, bring some hooch. That's the new motto of the Metallic Cave. Do you have a particular favorite Flying Dog, Ken?
Honestly, I mean,
You like Gonzo, right?
I do. Gonzo, my first, you know, you never forget your first. And she's still my favorite. Gonzo has always been a great beer. Canine, I think would probably be a close second. Canine is good.
Canine is still available.
It is.
It comes out once in a blue moon, I'll find it. So which one do I better now, Ken?
Alright, what we have Galaxy. Oh, another 10% as we all know.
There we go.
Number of obnoxious Australian pop. Oh, okay, I see. You guys are being funny here. So I answered that question. This is an Australian strain of hops. Galaxy. Alright.
Australia. Let's everybody see this bottle. This is, again, the last bottle of existence here in the Metallic Cave. I don't know about the world, but it is here in the Metallic Cave. We're about to crack that bitch open. And then it goes on the Wall of Fame. Has been there, done that. I don't think this is the only bottle I've had. When this stuff came out, I bought cases. But that was 2 years ago. So, it's been a while. So this is a great, you know, like when you smell something and you're like, oh my God, I was there when I smelled that.
Right.
It brings back that memory of, you know, holy shit.
It's one of the best senses of memory there is.
There is. This is amazing stuff right here. And I'm sharing it with my friend and my brother from another mother.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And again, I want to thank you for getting me into the craft beers, man. Now, I never
Away from the big buds.
Actually, no, I never drank beer.
No, that's true.
I was never a beer drinker at all.
But when you did, it was usually, you know, your
I was, your typical big four.
yeah,
But,
big one.
and I never drank it. He was like, hey, you want a beer? I'm like, yeah, I'll have one.
Right.
And then Kenny came along and opened my world with Raging Bitch. I think it was right when you showed me, you know, like, hey, you gotta try this. And I'm like, okay, I don't exactly remember what it was, but it was a few years ago, and here we are 4 or 5 years later, and another similar, right? God damn. I have to say what, every one of these beers so far from this series, from this timeline, is similar,
Very similar.
you know?
I can't really tell the subtle differences.
No.
Like, well, you know, you can taste they're different, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah, this is good stuff, man. You know, it is good stuff. Oh yeah, boy.
Oh Lord, what you got there?
Oh, I got lots.
Oh boy.
But it's good staying there right now. Oh yeah. Woo. Only one more, Kenny, after this. One more. And I ain't complaining. I mean, I wish I had a lot more, but my body can only take so much of this 10% stuff.
Yeah.
It's delicious, but it's filling. It's filling, and I haven't pissed yet since the beginning of this beer tasting, so the old liver is like, hey, you got some 10% in here, we gotta go. And I'm like, no, we're gonna stay in there.
You gotta shut up and you gotta take it.
You're gonna like it, man. That's right. You know? One question I have for you.
Yeah.
What is this beer tasting brought to you by?
If I remember correctly, I do believe it would be DJKD's Metallicate.
Every Thursday night, Nuclear Hot Radio, 6 to 10 p.m. Tune in if you're not a part of that. If you guys are beer drinkers and you're just watching this video for the beer drinking, awesome. But you can also listen Thursday night, 6 to 10 on Nuclear Rock Radio. We're doing a great show. I love it. We have guests in studio. We all do the Flying Dog, and it is broadcast via video feed as well. So you can live the cave like you're living it right now.
Absolutely. And if you like beer and metal, this is your place.
Oh my God, yeah, this is your place. Now there's a lot of guys. I subscribe to a lot of beer channels out there that do their reviews. One guy is he's got this Irish accent. He's awesome at what he does. He takes the cap off the beer, he goes, and it just goes flying, and he talks about the beers. I mean, he likes Flying Dog, and he's really good. And then I have this one guy, I think it's Beer E Reviews, or something close to that, and he's in his basement, and he's got the, his nostalgic stuff in the background, and, he talks about his beers and stuff like that, and he's very good at what he does. And then there's just one guy that I subscribe to. He's got a beard, he's an older gentleman, just very distinguished. He sits down and it explains the beers that he's drinking, and it's cool to see that.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And these three guys that I watch, they're very different. Each one of them are very different, and they all do a good job. And they all have done their Flying Dog, amongst everything, but they tried everything. This one guy, Brand E Brews, I think he's called Brand E Brews Reviews. He does one beer a day. Like I get an email sent to me in my email. It says just upload a new video, and I'll watch it, and it's pretty cool. He does some off the wall stuff. People send him beers as well.
Okay.
But he's really cool. It's cool to see that, and I would love to do that. I just don't have time for it. You know, just sit here with you. I mean, here we are doing. Not only we're doing one beer. I mean, everybody here does their one beer a day and stuff like that, which keeps everything exciting. Because you know, the next day, the next day, the next day. But here we are, we're doing 8 beers tonight.
Yeah, we're 7 deep, so.
Yeah, we're 7 deep, and I'm pretty sober right now. I feel pretty good. But if we were doing bottles of this each,
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
we'd be like 4 beers in, I'm like. You know, keep over, man. Keep over. Hey, that little girl, she survived. See, she survived here 12 months without work. Maybe we should put her in charge, man.
Reference, yeah.
We're still waiting for that 3rd reference of Warriors.
Can't force it, though. It's kind of...
No, it's gotta be there. Well, I can throw it out there.
You can throw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out there just to see if Kenny, do you dig this beer?
I can dig it, but can you dig it?
What do you mean?
Can you dig it?
You dig it? Okay, there we go.
All right.
Point number 30. Oh boy, next meeting, Kenny, next time you see us on video, we'll be wearing a baseball outfit on. You know like wearing the line?
Damn.
One more. I don't even know what that last one is. I think it might be that HBC one I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But this is good, man. No complaints. I am not complaining, man. But I also want to thank Kenny for being here. Kenny is my bro, like I told you earlier, my bro from Idaho. And, I met Kenny a while back, 5-6 years ago now. Right?
Nah, it was probably 10.
10 years ago.
Well, think about it this way. I've known Christine for almost 10 years.
Yeah, so there from the beginning.
Pretty much, yeah. For about 10 years we know each other.
And here we are.
Here we are, 10 years later.
God, yeah. But I save these beers for occasions like this. Now, we wanted to do this for a while now. Yeah. Ever since I was in the old house, we were like, we gotta get together. We did one.
We did one, but I don't think we actually did anything with it. We had beer, but we didn't broadcast.
No, we just enjoyed it. But I like to do this, and I have enough beers in my arsenal.
That's a small ammunition factory, yeah? That's
It's flying hog. You know, so, I mean, the ammunition factory I have is good enough to do my Miller. We did 8 tonight. That's a lot.
a lot for one city.
The plan originally was to do a 6-pack of one of every different beer and have 3 of us, so you're getting a third of a bottle, so by the 3 of us, by the end of the night, we're doing maybe a bottle and a half each. We had 1 tap out, and we're still going strong here. And but it's cool that we are able to get together like this and enjoy the good stuff.
Yeah.
And
All beer, that's what it comes down to.
it's all beer, quality beer, man, and you can't go wrong with what we've had. I can honestly say I've never been done wrong by a Flying Dog.
Yeah.
You know, they come out with their weird ass shit with the rarities.
Right, you always can try new stuff. You never know what's going to stick, and that's fine. That's the joy of brewing, you know?
Yeah.
You never quite know that crazy variety of hops or some lemons and freaking... What the fuck? I had the passion fruit, not the passion fruit, the Paloma. What the hell a Paloma is? Let's throw it in the beer. Okay.
And Todd.
Yes, thanks, Todd.
This last couple sips is for you. I want to thank you. We have one more beer coming up after this, another single hop series from 2 years ago. Oh yeah. This is good.
It's good. Almost too good.
I see that, and I love Flying Dog, obviously, as you know. But their single hop series now is delicious. It is delicious because I love my IPAs, but they're not this. You know, they're not this. They're not like a fork and knife, sit back by a fire. I could put one away in 10 minutes. You know, they're delicious. They're still showing you a different hop. Right. But they're not like this. Like, for some reason, these are like, and the other ones are like, you know what I'm saying? Well, they'll knock you around, but
The reason being is that because for this series of single hop series, because they're bittering hops, so they're meant to they're meant to bring the bitterness out of that variety of hops. You're going to have more grains involved, and like when you're making the beer, you have a lot more grains. So there you go, you have a lot more sugars in the beer, in the initial part of the beer, the wort and whatnot, for later on for the yeast to convert to alcohol. And the more shit for the yeast to eat to turn to alcohol, the more alcohol you get. And that is just to cover up. Like if you were to have, we'll say, like a normal grain bill on with this amount of hops and this style of hops, it would be terrible. Like it would just be like I don't know what the fuck it would be. It would be terrible. You have to have the grains to balance out this kind of hops, and that's the downside. The upside, depending on how you look at it, is the alcohol content.
Right. Oh, this is it's great. It was, and you still, like I said, the single hop series now is still. I look forward to it. It is awesome.
Yes.
Because I am an IPA guy, so when these come out, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a solid, delicious IPA. Different, but delicious. Like, I've never been let down by any of these. But they're not like they used to be. You know, it's like, they're, like you said, they're just different. They're different, you know? And you finished that one for me, you fuck. You did the last one, too. Delicious. So one more time, here is the bottle. Check this out, Galaxy Single Hop Series. I don't know if this is the last bottle in existence that was just partaken of, but there it is. Goes into the bottle and up on the wall after this is over with. I have one more bottle, Single Hop Series. It is, I believe, the HBC. I don't know the number. I want to say 231, but I think that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. I said 231. It's HBC 431. Yeah, close enough. 431. Now, if Flying Dog maybe wants to comment on this video, or actually call me, it would be an honor to talk to you guys. What does HBC stand for? Is that like a, or someone comment. It doesn't have to be Flying Dog. Someone comment in the comments. Just let me know what HBC stands for.
But a quick synopsis, what they put on the side here about it is that it's a cutting-edge hop supplier. So I'm imagining that they're doing their little, let's combine some Galaxy hop pollen with some Apollo.
Yeah.
And see what plant comes from that. You know, like, ooh, that's good. What's the name of it? I don't know. 130 or 431. Let's just call it that for now.
Here is the HBC Single Hop Series by Flying Dog. 10% APV again. Last bottle in my collection is now being popped open. And there he is. Every time I pop a bottle like this, it's exciting. But it's also a little sad.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little sad because I know I'm never going to get anything like this again. Unless... Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Kenny had a great idea earlier to come out with a nostalgia pack.
Nostalgia pack. I like that better than retro.
The nostalgia pack where you come out with some beers that you used to come out with from your single hop series, your brew house rarities. You know,
You gotta have a hat for all of that, as long as the mint chocolate's in there.
your mint chocolate is allowed to just throw that in there.
Maybe else we do that out of a hat. Or,
You can call it the Metallic Cave pack. You promote me, we're on the same side, you know? That's not gonna happen. But, yeah. So, another one, let me see. Another similar. Oh, boy. Another one, it's pretty light. And it's dark.
no, it's dark. Certainly darker than the first one we had, the Warrior. Or less dark.
I don't know if you really can tell from here, but, yeah. Cut the leash. Flying Dog.
I'd say it's different. I mean, it's beefy, don't get me wrong, it's always beefy, but I almost want to say it's got a hint of chocolate to it. Maybe it's more,
I see there's a little sweet note to it.
yeah,
No?
that's what's throwing me off, is the sweet note. It's not chocolate, it's just a certain sweetness.
Yep. But similar nonetheless.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff.
I almost want to say it's a mint.
I'm in. Don't you tease me, you son of a bitch.
Not, but like, specifically, a spearmint. Like, I don't know, it's just, I keep on coming back to it. I want to describe the taste to it.
Now, when you do that sipping with the, you're tasting and you're,
What that is, it's aerating the liquid, and that helps spread it over your tongue evenly, and you'll notice a different taste when you do it that way. It's supposed to be a more I'd say pure way of tasting, but it's supposed to help your tongue get coated with the liquid to help you get all the different areas of your tongue covered, and so you can taste everything and help decipher it, I guess.
I know what you're talking about with the spearmint.
Yeah.
I feel, I can taste that note.
It's just a note. It's not overpowering. It's just like, it's
I don't know if it's
for 3 seconds.
but it's like, it's definitely different and, yeah, it's good. Good job.
Yeah. And Flying Dog is one of those first beers that really got me into the craft brewing too. And way back in the day, in the sense of people always poo-poo beer, and say, it's just like, everyone drinks beer and there's nothing special about it. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Is that your everyday beer drinker? Is that?
Well, you can say that too, but you get people that will say wine snobs. You know, it's like, there's no flavor behind beer, it's just beer. Well, yeah, because all you drink, as far as beer is concerned, is your big four, your big three, or your InBevs, which is, the only one at this point anymore. But you get your hands on a good craft beer, you can pair it with anything. You get different types of cheeses and grilled, and if you have it with this type of cheese, it's going to taste completely different if you have it with this type of cheese, and it's absolutely crazy. And
I don't know if there's ever been a beer and cheese tasting. I mean, I've seen the wine.
there is.
Oh, really?
Yes, there
And
is.
the same is it similar to like the beer and cigar?
Absolutely. Well, in the sense of, there's certain notes in the cigar that bring out the flavors and aromas in the beer, and vice versa. It's
That's
when you're comparing. You can't compare the big three to Flying Dog, or anything for that matter. It's not fair. It's a blanket statement,
and it's promotion. That's why they're out there and they promote everywhere.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's the sell.
You guys don't need to promote per se. You have word of mouth, and that's a huge thing, I'm sure, as you know. And that's really all you kind of need. And, you can go back and forth and say, if you want to grow bigger, all this bullshit, whatever. You guys are doing fine. I'd like to see more beer from you, for sure.
Oh my God, yeah, but they do a great job.
They do a great job.
So you have your very seasonals, which they do. You have your everyday beers.
Yeah.
Snake Dog, Green Bay, Stony Style, all that stuff. And, they have their single hop series. They have their heat series. So you're getting brewhouse rarities, single hop series, the heat series, which is to me, fantastic. They do a great job, but you're right.
It seems like, this is just me talking after 8 beers, strong beers, but in the sense of, you seem to be like right on the cusp of
Opening another brewery to
Yeah.
keep up with everything.
Right. And I'm sure it's a multi-million-dollar process to open up an actual brewery of your size to double that. You got all those giant kettles and all this other bullshit, all the infrastructure and what have you. Yeah, it's a big undertaking, but I think you guys are such a solid beer
Yeah.
and with such a solid following that it's a good idea for you to start pursuing this idea of getting expansion. You have to.
There's places in the country, like they do the East Coast and they do this and that, and then they do ship to Europe, because there's a couple places internationally that, like this one guy that I do that has the Irish accent.
Right.
He's over there.
Okay.
He gets the beer there. There's a certain site that imports stuff like that, but I don't want to. Look, you know what you do? You don't want to be that jerk that says, "Hey, I don't want to share with everybody else because I'm happy it's on the East Coast. I really am, but I'm happy you're on the East Coast, and I'm happy I get what I get." But it's like you want to kind of get it out there and say, "Hey, listen, I enjoy my stuff here in Jersey. I know it goes to PA and the whole East Coast, Maine, and all that stuff. And there are some, Mideast, Midwest areas, but get it out there."
Yeah, never. Like it says right here, good people drink good beer. And the more good people that drink good beer, the better off we all are.
Yep. A lot of good people out there that taste this. Boy, I cannot wait for the next Single Hop Series or Brewhouse Rarity. And I got the list. I printed out the list for the Brewhouse Rarities for 2017, and there are so many good ones. It's just cool, like different, like weird shit. But I'm ready.
Absolutely.
And this is delicious, by the way. I don't know what else to say. Seriously, it's great stuff. And this right here, these 5 bottles that we tasted tonight of the Single Hop Series from 2 years ago are, they're good.
They're good. And again, like we've said also that none of this has lost any flavor, potency. It's all right there, just like the day you brewed it.
Exactly. When I bought these 6-packs, for cases, I bought cases of this, they tasted the same the day I opened them as they do today.
Yeah. So never leave the beer.
No. Don't, like, that beer you have for the fall release, the Fear, don't fear it. It's good stuff. It really is. And this was our last one. We did,
That's a ring.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we did 8 tonight. Hey, how you doing? You alright?
I'm okay. Good.
One more?
Well, I mean, for a row, but
We're going to do one more, and I'm going to pull it out of the fridge. And it is a beer that we were not planning on doing tonight. But it is one of your newer releases. I'm going to bend down at my personal refrigerator down here and pull out whatever comes out.
okay.
I have no fear because it's all flying dog, so
Right.
it will be something delicious. It's not going to be a snake dog, it's not going to be a raging bit, it's not going to be a doggy style or a gonzo. It's going to be something different, because that's what I have in this refrigerator. So I will, when you're done, I will clean these glasses really quick. You will look at Kenny for a couple more seconds. And I will come back over here, I will pull a random bottle out of the refrigerator, and we will do our last beer for the night. But again, before we do that, thank you, Flying Dog, for doing what you do. And tonight's beer tasting brought to you by the Metallic Cave on Nuclear Rock Radio. Every Thursday night, 6 to 10 p.m. www.nuclearrockradio.com. Such a good station. Such a good station with such good DJs. And
Absolutely.
New Jersey Metal Fest coming up June 24th at Big Bass, where they will have Raging Bitch on tap at Dingbat. So for those of you who don't get to experience the bitch on tap, come to Metal Fest. It's $12 for 12 bands. That's a buck a band. I just went down and hard. I have one beer down here. I don't know what it is. All right, what we got?
Heat Series is the
Soshito.
Soshito Rice Ale.
Shit. Sochito Rice Ale.
All right.
Heat series. So let me show you the hot peppers. Oh boy. Here we go. This is one you can still get in the stores today. Just go and get the hot box. This is available today. It's always available here at the cave.
I don't think I actually had this one.
I don't know if you did. 5.3 APV. This is not going to be like the single hop series.
This is going to be the exact opposite.
Take a whiff.
Yes, exactly.
It is the exact opposite of what we've been having. And that's not a bad thing. We just experienced some delicious single hop series IPAs. And now we are experiencing Sochito Rice Ale from the Hot Box, which is rated about halfway with the heat scale. So it's going to be a little less.
Half, yeah.
You know, so we'll probably feel the heat a little bit, but it's not going to be like the experimental or the cherry bomb. Perfect.
Done and done.
So here's the bottle. I put it where Ryan was sitting. Anyway, which has that more?
Well, I have more volume than I want. Okay, that's what I said.
Hey,
Oh, the hell are we doing?
oh God, I'm hungry like a doorbell. Let's I can smell the pepper. Again, I smell the heat. Not that heat, but you know what I'm saying, the pepper. So to close out the evening tonight, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight here in the Without Cave.
Yes.
To do this beer tasting, which is the first one of, I would say, with the beers that I have in my arsenal. I would say this is going to be at least one of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So like it on Facebook, share it on YouTube because this will be uploaded to YouTube. So give me a like and follow me, and then you can see me and Kenny and him for 2 beers, and maybe we'll have Chris here for a couple brew tastings. You know, Chris is cool. Chris is another beer guy who loves the Flying Dog stuff too, and it'll be me and you as our staples, and we'll have incoming people randomly, you know? That one
Rotational.
But again, thank you, Flying Dog, for doing what you do.
Yes, thank you for the great beer.
Never for good people. Yeah, good.
So now that this reminds me a lot of the jalapeno.
It reminds me of the jalapeno, yeah.
But a little lighter. And I'm assuming that you did make this with rice and whatnot, which is fine. Which is fine. So it's definitely a lighter body, not filling at all.
You can.
Yeah, but the heat's it's there.
Not much.
It's not much. It's there. It lets you know it's there. It's not like, banging on the door.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys were to release this out of the Heat series and say, hey, we're coming out with a single, a brewhouse ready called Sochito Rice Ale, and don't say anything about the heat, I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
But the heat is slightly there. My favorite one that you guys have done with the heat is the Carolina Reaper Peach IPA. That was good. My favorite, and by the way, Kenny, I have 1 case of that left. 1 case? A case. I have 1 case of that left, so if anybody feels like breaking into the Metallica case and grabbing a case of Reaper, go for it, because I have Schloman. So, come on in and try that. But the shield is here, but come here and hang out. Let me know. Send me a message on Facebook. We'll get together one way or another, and maybe I'll share a bottle of Carolina Reaper Peach IPA. It's so good.
It is good.
The best thing about that one was the heat was there. You tasted the heat, and it was just delicious. It was my favorite Heat series beer you've done. I've had all of their new Heat series. I did all of last year's Heat series, and it was my favorite one. It was really my favorite one. The brewhouse rare you guys did with the sriracha was perfect. So if you want to do that to the next hot box, throw the sriracha in there, I'm not going to bitch about it. I think it's perfect. And Sriracha was good. Sriracha was delicious. Yeah. Green and red bottles. So, it's up there. It's up there. Yeah. And I'm not gonna let you guys see this video today of what is up on my wall, but what is cold. I have one wall filled. One wall. We'll do a quick start. We'll do a quick run through everything I have, and then we'll start with the second wall. So, but yeah, we're gonna do a. What did you say before? To get down there? What did you say? We are going to do a pilgrimage down to our one of my favorite craft beer places, and I can't wait to be there. You know, like I said, it'll be my Disneyland. Yeah. You know, I absolutely cannot wait to be there and to get the tour and to check out the actual brewery. You know, and then it ends like every tour does in the bar. Why? You know, as it should. You know, and just to sit there at the bar and to say, oh my God, I want that on tap and that on tap, and there will be no flights involved. I want full glasses of this shit, you know? So yeah, there will be designated drivers, and you know, we're not down there for the day. We'll be there for a few days, so we'll be able to hotel and stuff like that.
Ubers and taxis and whatever have you.
Exactly. So you know, it'll be cool, you know, just to have you guys give us the grand tour of the brewery. It's something I am looking forward to. Hopefully this summer, or definitely this fall. By this fall, we will definitely do this pilgrimage, as Kenny says. It's definitely good stuff.
This too, but because they're probably made with the rice and what have you, it's a good, it's not quite a lawnmower beer, but you could if you had to.
If it was the only beer I had in my fridge and I knew it was cold and ice cold,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lawnmower beer. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. It's very light.
Absolutely. It's like a see-through beer.
I would say, like, for those of you who are not the IPA people and stuff like that, it's like a light ginger ale.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. There's not much carbonation. Not a lot of carbonation.
No, not a lot.
Not much head, and but it is delicious. It is delicious. I'm milking it because I'm just talking too much right now. But, we are 8 beers.
9 beers now.
We're 9 beers in, and I might get 10. No, I don't know. Who knows? You know what? Do I have beers in the fridge? Have beer?
Maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic.
Seriously. Well, there's plenty of beers in my fridge. We won't do the warm stuff. That'll be at the next.
I mean, not for nothing. Let's think about this right here. All those beers right there.
There's 1 or 2 doubles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we're damn near close to 50%.
We are.
Yeah.
Damn near close. Yeah. So you might get to see this video sooner than later, you know. But it is definitely definitely cool.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other flying boat fan that has done this. And no, look, this was an idea that when I moved into my new house, and I said, hey, this back room here is going to be the show where I do my radio show and stuff. And Kevin came back here, and he was like, you know what? You know, it'd be really cool. I'm like, I don't know, what would be cool? He goes, if you could show all your flying dogs that you have done on shelves right against the ceiling. And we have started that.
Yes. The process has been started.
And like he said, the shelves are 45% done. By the end of the night, maybe 50.
Yeah, and that's a lot of beer.
It's a lot of fucking beer, and I have never been let down. So, one thing I will say, with the, you guys ended the Atlantic Lager.
I like that one.
The Atlantic Lager was good, but I can understand, you take that beer, you remove it, and you replace it with something new and different.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. You know, I've had my fill of Atlantic Lager, and I thought it was great, you know, but you've replaced it with so many other beers, and I'm not bitching.
No, not at all.
You know, I mean, it was great.
We can say that we've tried them all. Or at least damn near most of them.
Yeah, you know what? I consider that we have never tried Tire Light. It is a beer that just ended before I was into Flying Dog.
Oh yeah.
Never had it, but I do have a bottle from Colorado before they moved to Maryland. And,
Right.
I got that bottle on eBay just to add to my collection. There's 2 bottles up there. It's a Snake Dog, which I've had, obviously. But the other one is Tire Bite. The Tire Bite is a beer that I have not had. So out of all the beers, out of the 45% that I've had up on this wall, 44% I've actually had. Tire Bite I never had. So, and I'm sure there's not any full Tire Bites around.
Probably not.
But, thank you for my milk. You had finished it.
Oh, twist.
Wait. Only because I like it. I like it. I do like it a lot. I have not had that one before, but this guy's been packing like you wouldn't believe. Me, I'm getting there. I'm good. I know I'm building up my tolerance. This guy has built up his tolerance.
Yeah, well, it's a good German blood.
It is good German blood. Now, where did you go on your honeymoon? You went to,
We went to Scotland and Ireland too. That's my other half. So,
wow.
Oh my God.
professional.
Yeah, this guy's steel liver. This guy going over.
No,
This guy will drink everything and anything.
my liver will outlast me.
It really will. And it'll be on display here on YouTube. I mean, anything else with Kennedy's liver will be on my shelf. Oh boy. I'm gonna put one beer out. I'm gonna put my hand on my back and grab something.
Alright.
Whatever that is our final beer for the night.
Really? For realsies?
Yeah, for realsies. For realsies. Yeah. Alright. It's behind my back. Look.
Yep. Alright.
Oh. Another Heat series.
Oh. Ooh. Check yourself.
Another Heat series.
Chocolate Habanero Stout. I remember this one. This was good. I don't think.
And that's on the iron.
Yeah.
Talk about it. I gotta wait a second.
Alright, so we got here, excuse me, sweet chocolate involves in a heat that lingers, the stuff with legends, or, the very least, some pretty sweet jazzy lyrics. 6.3% alcohol for optimum freshness, enjoyed by 8, 10, 17. So we are within the enjoyment factor, allegedly, because as of this little podcast thing we're doing here, we know it's bullshit because all your beers, 2 years and plus, have been delicious.
Yes, but the Heat series is new.
That's true. This Heat series is new.
All right.
I'm going to use a little... You're going to drink your own what?
Yeah, you gotta do that. What? Kick it out.
Yeah.
6.3 APV. 6.3. Here's the bottle. A maroon color with the orange heat pepper in the back. Chocolate habanero stout. Now, I've never had this one. This is the first time I will be having this one. It's the first time Kenny will be having this one. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm more of a IPA, definitely more of an IPA guy than a stout guy, but like I said, nothing has let me down by Flying Dog. So let's check this out. And I apologize for this video being so long, but when you do 7, 8, 9, 10 beers, it will be long. You can watch it in segments. Oh, this is dark. This is like coffee dark. Ryan, you ready for the last one?
Yeah, I'm enjoying for the last one.
Alright, well you better hang up right there. Last one, Ryan. Last one.
Oh, Lordy, Lord.
Oh my God. There it is. So, well, right off the bat, chocolate. We have not had a stout tonight.
No, we have not.
So they have done the stout thing.
Yep. And it is opaque.
It's coffee black.
Yeah.
I'm not a stout guy. I am definitely not a stout guy.
I am a stout guy.
This guy is.
It is
Choose my words.
damn near black, but is
You slightly.
slightly red, which is perfect.
So, thank you guys. So we're talking about on a scale of 0 to 100. This is about 75 with the heat scale. So, and APV 6.3. Check it out.
No,
Now with stouts, maybe I'm stupid, and I've had a lot of stouts. I always taste chocolate.
as you should.
So it's not just the color that's like, oh, it's chocolate.
No, and it's not, well, unless it specifically says brewed with chocolate. It's generally because with the grains that they use to make the beer, it has been roasted longer.
Okay.
So you have nice dark colored grains, and that usually brings a chocolate note to it. It's just indicative to basically almost burning the grains. I say burning, but they're certainly dark.
Okay.
And it brings out a chocolate flavor to it, a certain coca flavor, and it's delicious. I love stouts.
I know you do. I know you do.
Okay, I love Gonzo. Gonzo is what brought me all into this mess, right? This is good. As far as the heat's considered, I'll be honest, I don't see why you put it at, we'll say 75% of the little thermometer you put on the back of the bottle. It's there.
It's the last one was. I mean, but it's not a punch in the face.
But the experimental one there, like with the heat box,
It was good, but it's still
it was there, but you know it was there, but it wasn't like, boom.
Carolina Reaper to me was more there.
Yeah.
You know? Everything you guys do heat series wise is going to be compared to me to Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper was, you felt the heat, you tasted the peach, which was great because it was peach and the heat, and kind of like offset itself. Yeah, but the heat was there. And here we are with a stout chocolate habanero, and I taste the chocolate, and it said it.
Oh, sure.
You know, and then
Actually, let me see that real quick. I was wondering if this was brewed with chocolate. Doesn't really say per se, so I'm just going to assume that's just the malting process, roasting the malts longer, which is fine. You know, I've had beer that's been brewed with chocolate in it, and it's like, it doesn't really do it for me. But if this is in fact one of those, that's great. If not, then it's your typical stout, and I love them. But yeah, I'll drink stouts all day. They're my IPAs.
you're going to the deck right now.
I am.
Are you chilling out between, like, say, you know, I need a break? What are you drinking? Like, what kind of beer? What kind of beer? Are you not doing beer?
I'm not doing beer.
You don't want to go off.
Yeah, I want my 16s to be on 16, not 15 and a half or 13. When I'm done, yes, I would like to sit back with a darker brew and marvel at my, holy shit, I'm actually a carpenter.
And figure out what you do.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's always been my beer of choice, and I suppose if one could say I was brought up on Guinness, it's always been my go-to.
Okay.
If like it's my, I don't mean it derogatorily. It's my Budweiser of beers. If I had to choose between like the worst beer I had to drink, it's always going to be Guinness. And it's like I go from there.
Yeah.
But always a dark beer. Always
So
dark beer.
beer is your staple.
It's my staple, yes.
Okay.
It's always my go-to. My treats, of course, always, flying dogs.
Crafts. Or,
Yeah. Or crafts in general, and flying dogs, always my treats.
And now this, I've had the Guinness before.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the stouts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a stout guy. And I love my IPAs. I like my ales. You know? And I am just not one for a stout, but I don't eat them. You know, I prefer a good IPA or a good ale or, but everything goes over their, the Berliner Weiss?
Berliner Weiss.
Yeah, I do not like that. And they came out with a great Brewhouse Rarity last year for Berliner Weiss, and I bought a case of it, and I don't want to say I hate it. I don't hate anything they come out with. I drink it. It wasn't your thing. It wasn't my thing, exactly. It wasn't
And you know what?
and,
I'm actually kind of surprised you guys did a Berliner Weiss. And I've noticed this in the U.S., or at least our part of the coast, that you and a couple of breweries have started to explore into Berliners. It's not a popular style of beer around here. It's different. It's very different. The reason why I call it Berliner Weiss is because you generally didn't see it anywhere else other than Berlin. You know?
But that's why it's a rarity.
Exactly.
They did the rarity, do what they had to do, and
I like it. I think it's a good beer.
would you like to see that on their everyday beer?
No. I always say it because on a financial, thinking about the company at large, no.
There's no need for it.
There's no need for it. It's a rarity, and you put it out there. Congrats. I enjoyed it. I'm actually out. I
give you 3 6-pack.
Yeah, you did.
But that's good. That's good. You enjoyed it. So that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
and I'm glad you're promoting different styles of beer, and that's the best part. Again, we always come back to there's so much more out there than the big four. There's so much different beer out there. We've been brewing beer for the best part that we can tell 10,000 years, all right? And there's more than Budweiser.
well, like you said, the big four, which is kind of cool because I do my metal show, the Metallica right there's an A, but I do my metal show, and the big four metal-wise did their tour. It was Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer, Anthrax, Megadeth. Slayer, Anthrax, dude, I'm fucking lost. But it should have been like Exodus. Slayer, Anthrax, Megadeth.
Because I was trying to see your reaction versus her reaction.
Slayer, Anthrax. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, the big four of the big four beers that are out there, everybody goes to because that's what's out there. And then you have metal, where you have Metallica, Megadeth. Oh, Metallica. Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax. So you have your big four metal bands, and you have your big four beers, and that's what they go to. And with metal, it's what you go to as a staple for heavy metal.
It is what you're asking for.
If you need your top four metal bands, it's Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, and then you have Exodus and Testament and so many amazing bands out there. But there's other bands out there, and some bands will kick you in the ass, So those bands,
those bands are so much better than Big Four.
Well,
because
they haven't been promoted the way when these guys came out. These big four were out there in the 80s.
Right, they were small at the time
when Digital Age was not around. So today, you have bands like Robots and Monsters. Okay? Psychoprism.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, definitely Psychoprism.
Paralysis. Dead Tide. Death Cactus. But the list goes on and on and on with these bands that if radio stations like myself didn't play them, where would they be? I mean, it's like you want to promote these bands because they need to be heard, and you want to drink this beer because it needs to be drank. And it's like there's beers out there that are just absolutely amazing, which is why we're here tonight. We tried 9 beer, 10. 10? Yeah, 10 right here. This is the 10th one. Now, are we rushes? We're getting there. Me more than him, because he knows it better than I do. This guy can right now get in his car and just drive home. Maybe I'm getting to bed and going to sleep. But, it's very similar, beer and metal, which is kind of crazy.
As a disclosure though, I do have a DD, so.
Yeah, designated driver, his wife is here and all that stuff, but, it's a very similar thing, because you have your big four, where everybody's like, hey, we want that. Yeah. And I play the Metallica block every week, I play Slayer and Anthrax, and, Megadeth every week, I do what I have to do, because I enjoy that metal. That's what I grew up with, which is like a lot of these beer drinkers, all you see are the commercials, so that's what they get. You go to a baseball game, you're going to get Coors Light and Budweiser, and your Heinekens and stuff like that, unless you go to the Baltimore Orioles, where they have Flying Dog on tap, and cans and stuff like that. So if you're in Baltimore, which I would love to go to a Baltimore game, you can check that out. But it's similar, beers and heavy metal. It's a weird thing, but they are very close in style. Yeah. So more than you would think. More than you would think is right. So I have 2 more swigs here. You're done. I'm done. Yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Flying Dog. I want to thank everybody who watched this thing tonight, which is now going at least an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long this has been going, but it's been going a while. But it doesn't matter how long it's been going. We had a good time, and my brother over here, Kenny, is a huge influence on me with beer, and not only that, but you're seriously my bro.
And you're a hell of a guy too.
I love you, bro. And I love you guys, and I want to thank you for hanging out tonight and listening to our banter. It was a fun time, and this guy knows me, so I know with beer. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Y'all must start somewhere, right?
Yeah. And I'm 4 years in, and I'm still I'm still a sophomore. This guy's a senior, and he's got his master's and all that shit. But we're working on it, So continue drinking the IPAs and your Berliner Weisses and your lagers and your wheat beers and your Belgians and all this stuff. It's all good.
Yeah. If anything we said tonight helps you further anything, awesome. As far as I'm concerned, it's gratis.
No shit.
Just, throw a case here and there. Just saying.
Hey, look, if I go home one day and there's a case of something hanging out on my lawn, or a case hanging out on this guy's lawn, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, no,
Nobody playing, dude. Or if I get 2 kids that sit on my lawn, and hey, one's for Kenny, one's for you, I'm like, okay. They'll get it. But, look, Flying Dog is the shit. They really are. And,
good product.
Great. And the thing about you guys is this. You have your staples, Raging Bitch, Snake. You have your staples. I enjoy them. Raging Bitch is what got me into you guys, and I'm still there today. But your variety keeps it interesting.
Yes.
It really does. It keeps it interesting, and to the point where, you know what? I'm an IPA guy, y'all know that. He's a stout guy, y'all know that. But am I going to try a mint julep? Yeah. I mean, and it's something I would never try from another brand.
No.
But your stuff is never let me down, ever. And, mint juleps, your peach saisons, and your salt and pepper beers, and it's just, they're different.
Yeah. Keep trying, man. Just anything.
Everything,
If it makes sense to throw in your brew kettle, try it.
Yeah, and bring back that Raging Bitch that you can bring at home.
Think about that.
We're here. We love what you do. The Raging Bitch that you can brew at home on your kettle at home. Awesome. Bring back Sriracha.
That Sriracha.
Sriracha's so
That
good.
cigar thing, that cigar pairing.
The cigar pairing was amazing what you did. We talked about it earlier with the 5-liter.
Yeah. With the 5-liter thing.
I mean,
Bring and with the not the retro pack, the what do we call it?
nostalgia pack.
The nostalgia pack.
You know,
Think about it. It could be a really great thing, and
it brings you back to the times, only up till 2 or 3 years ago, but the stuff that you have come out with the last 2 or 3 years is ridiculous.
and you guys do change so many beers on such a quick pace.
Yeah. I mean, you do the single hop series, every year. You do the heat series. You do the brew house rarities, and then you have your staples, and then you have your seasonals. For the size of the brewery that you are, I give you total props to total props. It's amazing at what you guys do with that brewery.
The logistics.
God bless you. And I love the fact that you went with the Brewhouse Rarities, how you go to every employee of Flying Dog, whether it's the manager or the guy that's on top, and you give them the choice to come up with a concoction for a beer. You know, this time it was Todd. We enjoyed Todd today. Thank you, Todd. But you have come up with so many great beers, and thank you. Hibiscus, I had hibiscus a couple weeks ago. I have another one. I have a couple more down underneath the cabinet, but that'll be in the future video / podcast / whatever you want to call us. And oh yeah,
I did.
I did not.
That's about it.
One for you, one for me. But hey, thank you, and I want to appreciate it, and thank you so much for doing what you do. It is an honor to drink this beer. I mean, it really is. It's cool. You know, we're not drinking the big four, and we are enjoying Flying Dog, and you guys really kill it with everything you do. Single hop, Brewhouse Rarities, the Heat Series, your seasonals, and your regular beers that we do. Everyone is amazing. Thank you so much. And wow.
Good night.
Thank you a lot.
There we go.
Cheers. I love you guys. Thank you.
Cilantro and Prost.
Yes, cilantro and sriracha. Don't forget. That match. Thank you, Flying Dog. Remember, nuclear operator. Every Thursday night, 6 to 10 p.m. I love it. And thanks, Kenny. You're the man. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys soon for the second edition. We want to be doing 10 beers that night. It's going to be tough. But for a kickoff, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And yeah, next time we get some.
Start strong.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Move. Flying Dog kicks ass, man. Thank you.